Okay. Hi, everybody. If you can see us, chime in, say hi, let us know where you're from. And then we're going to get started in about 30 seconds. I see people hopping on. Ooh, this is fun watching that number rise. Boise, hello. Seattle, I love it. This is so weird not being able to see everybody, but just see the numbers. Okay, everybody, I want to honor everybody's time tonight. So we are going to get started and people just keep jumping in. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Hold on one sec. Okay. Can you all see that? Can one of you give me a thumbs up if I did that right? Awesome. Okay. Well, hi, everybody. I just want to thank you all for being here tonight and joining us on this Wednesday. My name is Shannon Carlin, and I am an Emerald Ambassador with Q Sciences. And I'm so stoked to be here with you tonight to share with you one of my most favorite things outside of my family. So this is just a little bit about me. This is my family. I am a wife. We just had our 20th wedding anniversary. I call him Mr. Blue Eyes. He's so cute. And we have two kids. Our son James is 13 and our daughter Colby is now 10 going on 25, y'all. It's crazy. For those of you that have little girls, you feel me. I know it. I pray for you all. Okay, but moving on. So I got started in this industry, about 10 years ago now. And I've been with Q Sciences just right around 3 years now. When I joined this industry, it's kind of funny. I'm not your typical person who got in to just have that side gig. I actually was looking to join this industry because I wanted to make a full-time income. I wanted to replace the six-figure income that I was making in the corporate world. Never thought that would be my life. I always thought I was going to be that mom that kicked booty in the corporate office all day long. My background was in finance. But after my son James came along, everything changed. Postpartum depression and anxiety truly got a hold of me and got a hold of me more than I'd even like to admit. And it really spun our situation kind of into a downward spiral, if you will. I lost myself. I didn't know who I was any longer. I was no longer the person that I imagined myself to grow up to be. And I truly wanted to be that stay-at-home mom. And the sad thing is because that wasn't my life plan, everything that my husband and I had done, we did budgeted off of my income. My husband has been self-employed since we've been married. And so his income was always up and down. He's in construction. And if any of you can relate, you know what I'm talking about. It's just, you never know what's coming in each and every month. So we played it safe and we did everything based on my income. And Sean's income was all just gravy, if you will. But James was born in 2008. And if you remember what happened in 2008, our world kind of went into, or our economy, I guess I should say, went into the dumper a little bit and everything changed. And so Sean was booked out 6 months in advance. And then all of a sudden he would finish a job on Friday and didn't know if he had a job to go to on Monday. So you can imagine it just brought in a lot of guilt for myself to know that I was no longer going to go back to work. So we went from making two great six-figure incomes to half of one. And so it was a really scary time for our family. And so I jumped into this industry with 2 feet. And being in a background of finance, I understood the power of residual income. And I knew that this could be an industry that would completely change our lives and allow me to have the lifestyle that we wanted to have and to create a life where we did things on our own terms and in our own time. And so that's what we found. And over the years, I started growing this checklist of things that I wanted in a company if I ever had the opportunity to do it again, if you will. And when I found Q Sciences, it literally checked off all of those boxes. So one of those things was being with the right company at the right time. And what I mean by that is not all timing is the same in a company. And Q Sciences was at the time of starting to do just massive growth, and it wasn't going to be stopping anytime soon. Nobody had heard of Q Sciences. I'm sure some of you that were invited tonight were probably like, Q what? You may have not heard of this company, but I tell you what, this company is the right company at the right time. We are in 23 countries right now, and we are growing. We are just hitting the bottom of that S curve to hit that momentum, to just hit extremely massive growth. Actually, that number that you see right there of 700% growth, that has been changed. We are now at over 1200% growth, I believe. And so we truly are in I call it lightning in a bottle timing, because it's one of those instances where this kind of opportunity just isn't going to come around again. And a big part of what makes Q Sciences so great is the mentors that we have here. Mr. Mark Wilson, he is our founder and CEO. This man, I could literally go on and on and on and tell you just all of the wonderful things about him. But the biggest and best thing that I can say is he truly is a man with a heart of gold. He leads our company with just a huge servant's heart. And he has so many accolades that he is just one of those men that when he walks into a room, you want to lean in a little closer just to hear what he has to say. He has so much credibility in the business world and just being a master in entrepreneurship. And so he's definitely the right person to take the helm of this company. But what's really cool about Mark, you may have recognized his name because he is a Super Bowl champion. He's actually got 2 of those amazing Super Bowl rings. But what's cool about him is he was retired from the NFL and then went into the business world of real estate development, retired from that, and realized that he wanted to truly make a difference in people's lives. And so that was really the brainchild for where Q Sciences was stemmed. He partnered with Mr. Jake Spencer. He is our other owner of the company, and he is the president of our company. And these two, I kind of call them yin and yang, because where one is strong, the other one is stronger, and vice versa. And I could go on and on about Jake Spencer too. He is a man that always puts family first. And what I love about Jake truly is that he's been in the field. So he knows what it's like to build. He knows what it takes to be successful. He knows what people want to see to build businesses here. And so he is in the field with all of us, and he rolls up his sleeves and gets down and dirty and does all of the things. He literally leaves no man behind. And if it wasn't for Jake, I don't think that a lot of us truly would have the success here that we've had, because he is truly remarkable in his mentorship and just pulling out the best in each and every person. So it was also important to me that we had a lot of different products. I didn't want too many that I couldn't take hold over, but I also didn't want to have not enough that I would have to turn people away. I wanted to make sure that if I partnered with a company, that I partnered with a company that truly had something for every single person in a household. And honestly, guys, I have yet to turn anybody away. We have something from children when they're babies all the way up through the elderly. So we really do have something for everybody. I'm not going to go through all of our products, but I'll touch on just our different lines. But definitely get with the person who invited you tonight if there's a certain kind of product that you're looking for, something you have questions on, because they can give you so much more information here. We have a nutraceutical line. This Q Core, this is actually my favorite product line. And I call it the backbone of our products here at Q Sciences, because it is where we have the most of our auto ships. This is that product that when people get on it and they go off of it, they notice. So they don't get off of it, because it's a product that everybody needs to have. Whoa, my dog just came in here and slammed the door open, y'all. I apologize for that. Sounded like a gunshot. That's okay, honey. Thank you. So this product is great because it comes with 3 products in one, something for gut health, brain health, and inflammation within your body. So it truly gives your body what? Oh my gosh, you would think that guns are going off in my house. I promise it's the office door. She can stay in here. Yes, that is fine. Thank you. My dog wants to be with me, y'all. Sorry about that. So it comes with AM and PM packets. And so it's truly easy, especially for us busy people that are on the go. So we don't forget to take our vitamins. Believe me, y'all, this is one that your brain needs on a daily basis. We have a weight management line. This, I think, is truly important because not only, I hate using the words weight management because it's more of a fitness line, if you will. Everybody has different fitness goals, whether it's to lose weight, gain weight, just get ripped, whatever it is that you want, we have it for you here. But what's truly important that I love about this is that we have professionals that can do everything for us. I am not a professional when it comes to nutrition. I am that girl that loves her cheeseburgers and tacos. Trust me, you do not want me to put you on a plan, but Kimball and Stacy know what they're doing. And they have a whole staff of professionals that help them make sure that everybody gets exactly what they need. They can customize things for you. So nobody's left out here, and you do not need to be the expert. They will do it all for you. Our oral sprays, guys, this is the product line that truly pulled me into Q Sciences because, hello, kids, I think you just saw one of them run back in here. Kids need vitamins and kids don't like taking them. Let's just be totally real here. As a mom, I knew, especially looking at this from a business perspective, we moms and dads want to do what's best. I said we as if I'm a dad. I'm not a dad. I'm a mom. Just want to clarify that. But we parents want to make sure that we're giving our kids the best. They deserve the best. They need the best. And so these sprays, I knew that if this could help any child, really any adult for that matter, that doesn't like taking pills, anybody, but children specifically, if they had something that made their children feel better, any parents would move hell or high water to make sure that their children got this. And they're easy and they're fun and they're cool and kids love them. So all different kinds of sprays here. Definitely check into those a little further. We have full spectrum hemp. I'm sure you've heard the words CBD or full spectrum hemp. If you haven't, look it up. You can go down a rabbit hole, I promise. If you have, then you know that not all hemp and CBD are treated equal or are created equal, if you will. And so we have full spectrum hemp. Our president explains it as CBD is like, I don't know what he says, maybe a Honda, and our full spectrum hemp is a Ferrari. It's a great visual for you to see because full spectrum hemp has all of the goods in it. And again, I'm not a product expert, and I know there are a lot of science geeks out there that love to get into all this. So definitely have the person that invited you send you info on this because there's so much good stuff about our full spectrum hemp line here. But this is super exciting. I really want to touch on this. I'm not going to go into the details of what it is other than to let you know that terpenes are coming. Guys, just bear with me for a second. I'm sure for those of you that have heard of CBD, that you thought, oh my gosh, I wish I got into that industry when it launched, or Bitcoin. Maybe you've heard of Bitcoin and you probably had said, I wish I got into that before it launched. Or shoot, I wish I got Apple stock before it launched. Whatever it is, y'all, this is going to be one of those times. We are coming out with terpene elixirs that are being released so soon. And we are the first to market on this product. Mic drop, y'all, first to market. Getting involved with a company that is first to market on anything is huge. And being first to market on something as big as this, y'all, this is going to be over $1 billion industry. Mark my words here. And getting in the beginning will just knock your socks off. I promise you there. So this is coming soon. And this is something that truly excites me because it brings me to, if my computer will let me go there, to Dr. K. People ask me all the time, like, what makes your products so great? Why do you think they're the best of the best? And a big part of that is because Dr. K, he is our chief science officer and he is the gatekeeper on all of our products. Nothing gets into our company unless it goes through Dr. K. He is constantly innovating. He knows that science doesn't stand still. And so he truly believes that neither should our product line. And so he's constantly making it better and better and better, right? I mean, gosh, they're releasing the new iPhone. I think they just released it. So of course I'm going to have to go out and get it, right? Like, it's no different in the science world with products. You want the best of the best always. And so Dr. K, he's been a doctor for years and years. But what I truly love about Dr. K and his knowledge is not only has he been a naturopath and loves to do things naturally before pharmaceutically, he was a senior editor at WebMD. And so he was able to have all of the access to things to studies and whatnot, to see what people were lacking. And so he knows what is needed out there in order to give people what they need to be at their optimal health. And that's what I truly love about Dr. K, because he always makes sure that we do have the best of the best here. So before I close out the product line, I wanted to just invite my friend Courtney on to share her testimony with our terpene product. She was one of the lucky ones that got to beta test this product. And Courtney is one of my most favorite people. She's so knowledgeable when it comes to ingredients and products. And I call her my product nerd because she just knows all of the things. And so I asked her to share her testimony with us tonight. So Courtney, if you could unmute yourself.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Well, thanks for asking me to share. So I'm just going to give a quick testimony on our terpene elixir chill. Obviously, like Shannon said, it hasn't been released to the masses yet. But I have to tell you guys, like, I've always been pretty anxious in social settings, heart racing. I get super quiet and maybe a little awkward. But I got to try chill back in May at our Silver Summit. And I immediately went to my friend Sarah and to Shannon, and I was like, so this is what normal people feel like. I felt totally chill. And like I could go strike up a conversation with anyone. No like nervous feelings or anything like that. And recently at our huge conference in Dallas, there were thousands of people there, and settings like that usually get to me. I have to walk out just to like take a deep breath and relax. But I took the chill, and you guys, instead of having to leave, I was able to sit through the whole conference, relax. I could focus on the conference, no anxious feelings, and just like complete calmness. So I'm super thankful for chill, and I'm excited to try all of the other terpenes too.
Thank you, Courtney. Okay, so y'all, she's not socially awkward, by the way. She's one of the coolest people I know, but I totally get the socially awkward moments of the anxiety around it all. But I am so excited because I get to introduce you to one of my other favorite people. And as you can tell from this picture, she is totally not socially awkward. She's hilarious. Mariel Filipponi is one of my mentors. She's one of my bestest friends in the entire world. But what I love about Mariel is that she leads by example. And so she's going to share the back end of this, which is my favorite part of this whole opportunity. But what better, or who better to hear it from than our #1 income earner and a super cool chick. So Mariel, I'm going to turn it over to you, sister.
Awesome. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. And thank you for checking this out, because we are extremely passionate about what's happening as if you can't tell already. Courtney has an awesome testimony, and it was great to hear that. I saw other people chiming in saying that's what chill does for me too. So that's amazing to just have that validation, because when you're first to market for something, and Shannon knows this, Shannon is a freaking beast of a businesswoman, and she has been at the right place at the right time a couple times. And I would like to, also thank her for sharing. It's extremely just invaluable when you get to hear from somebody like Shannon, who's in the top of, the industry as well, top of her game. But I think she and I both saw Q for being, that next first to market, nobody's heard of it, just that timing factor and that timing piece that you can't just go walk in or start, aligning yourself with any company and just expect there to be growth. That's not actually what happens in our industry. You know, someone like Shannon, the kind of caliber that she is, my husband and I, we professionally work this industry and this business. This is what we do. You know, we are of the 1% type people that put our full energy and effort into this. 99% of people work this business, you know, through extra nooks and crannies of their day, side, as Shannon said, side hustle incomes, things like that. But there are a few of us that this is what we do. So when you look for a company to align yourself with, and you want to become an ambassador or a distributor of a company, there are some key factors and components that you have to look for to have, you know, your best interest at heart. And that does start at very part-time, spare time. You know, if you're going to be putting in time into anything, if you only have spare or part-time, you better pick correctly. You better choose the right company to partner with. And I think that's what ultimately, you know, a lot of people are checking out our company right now. We are number 3 fastest growing company. This is well documented. This is not just hype or, you know, our subjective feelings. It's very public information. There's a ton of articles that are pointing to, you know, Q being the company to partner with in 2021, 2022. And there's a lot of reasons for that. You know, again, someone like Shannon, who's professional, that's come from the industry, you know, ourselves, we've spent about 8.5 years in the industry as well. And we were looking for certain things to kind of check those boxes and tick those boxes, right? And so one thing right here, becoming an ambassador, aligning yourself and looking at it from a business perspective. Not everybody typically thinks, oh, let me get involved in a company like that. Let me sell products. Most everybody that I've ever met in my life is very uncomfortable selling something. We're not natural salespeople. You know, I spent 20 years in the fitness, you know, nutrition. I have a nutritionist background, help people lose weight, get in shape for 20 years. I owned gyms, my husband and I, for 13 years. We owned Pilates, yoga, and bar studios after I personal trained for a while before that. And so we're very passionate about helping people get healthy. But in the same breath, it wasn't necessarily going to elevate our family and provide the kind of income we wanted to do things and accomplish dreams and goals that our family, you know, were going to want to have. And so when we started having, you know, our kids, working the hours I was working the hours my husband was working, it never provided that leveraged income or that freedom. We didn't realize this industry was going to do that for us. First of all, I was so skeptical. I told every friend from this industry, heck no, multiple times. I didn't swear, over and over. And people would come through our gyms wanting us to sell everything. You can only imagine, right? We had many locations of our gyms. They were very successful in San Diego, California, a lot of fun. But when your babies and your children start needing you and your gym clients also need you, it's usually the same hours, early mornings, evenings, and weekends. And I had moved myself out of a real estate career where it was kind of similar into the gym career. And here I was in the same boat. I didn't have the freedom, the flexibility to truly be a present parent. My husband was in road construction for 18 years. Same thing. He was taught that if you show up and work for the hour that you work, that's what you're going to get paid on. And when you want to make more money, you have to work overtime. That's what he was taught his whole life, right? And so one of our mentors in this industry told my husband, excuse me, he said, it doesn't bother me that you have a job, you know, Frank. What bothers me is that's the only thing you do have is a job. And so we started putting in a little bit of time into this business model and to learn it over the last 8.5 years. We're still learning, but we know that you can gain more independence and freedom and have more choices when you are open to learning how we can teach you and onboard you and take you through our systems. We have one of the highest retention rates in the entire industry with customers. That's why this slide here talks about zero risk wholesale pricing. To become a customer of ours, we guarantee you're going to fall in love with our products. That's the other reason that Q Sciences was the best fit for our family. quintessential biosciences, meaning quintessential, the best of the best, right? Biosciences backed by science. Today's consumer, today's ambassador, distributor, they're looking for products that work, that nobody else has, that are natural with ingredient decks that are safe, right? And so we cover that here with our customer reward program, and a really easy shopping experience for anybody that you were to just share Q Sciences with. We don't teach to sell or make sales. We talk about be a product of the product, improve your own health, let people know what you're doing, share what you're doing, and let us validate the experience you're having so somebody else wants to do the same. We get paid a few different ways here at Q. One of the biggest and greatest ways is anybody that wants to buy products, right? Typically, everybody coming off the last 18 months we've experienced globally, people are looking to improve their immune systems, bare minimum, right? Beyond that, people are also looking for natural solutions for, sleep and energy and weight management. And Shannon beautifully covered a lot of our products, right? But how do you get paid on that? Letting people know about our programs, our accountability, our community, our promotions, our new products that nobody else has in the world. And you get paid that way, as you should, for that referral. I have somebody that's been buying the same product every single month for the last 3.5 years straight since I've been with this company. She has been purchasing, and every month I get paid on that customer, purchase. A lot of compensation plans pay one time or a very small percentage in subsequent months. We get paid the same amount month after month on the customer we signed up 3 months ago, 3 days ago, 3 years ago, 13 years ago. On average, health and wellness products, when people fall in love with them, they stay on average buying them for 13 years. That is a known fact in the health and wellness arena. So what I love about our company is we have a black and white pay program. You know exactly down to the dollar what you're going to earn. Shannon, we knew when she hit Emerald, she was going to make $45,000 in a monthly check. We also knew that the one-time rank up bonuses were going to be paid out to her and her family for achieving that and being able to consistently be able to maintain ranks. That's another way that we get paid, our extra bonusing. I love that because for 5 years, I experienced another company where there was average incomes. Most companies, actually 99% of them out there, I really believe they need to kind of move progressively with the times, and they need to be able to teach people quickly how to make their first $100, $500, their first $2,000, whatever that means. It looks like for anyone listening here, we have that plan. 99% of companies, it's an average income disclosure statement. You don't ever really truly know what you're going to make, which is kind of a very scary, I believe, dinosaur era model. I love the fact that Q Sciences is the only company that down to the penny what you are going to make on a weekly basis. We get paid weekly on team commissions, and then monthly on customer sales. And we also are the only company to start a financial freedom movement. We're really passionate about helping people eliminate debt, learn how to invest in terms of retirement and savings, strategies that are involved. I know that Frank and I, we've had success in this industry. We're very thankful. We've worked really hard to have that success, but we had a financial, wealth team for 10 years that told us how to invest and what to do, that cost us ridiculous amounts of money to invest with this company, right? From San Diego. And just in the couple years that we've worked with the FFM, that's completely included for free when you become an ambassador with us for only $40, that covers that free consultation. They've been able to actually teach us a lot smarter investment strategies and make a lot more money than our financial wealth team ever did for a decade, which is blowing my mind. And quite frankly, a lot of people that earn money in this industry, unfortunately, don't know what to do with it, or they come from a culture or they're taught to do the wrong things. We believe it's cooler to save than to spend. And we really have that at the cornerstone of our company. And so we're really, again, proud of the FFM movement in teaching people what to do, even if it's just a little bit of extra income. So now you get to hear from somebody that is, really just taking the company by storm in a very short amount of time. She was able to rank up and earn her bonuses and hit our executive promotion very quickly. I think it was like 6 days, which is amazing. So I would love to bring forward so you guys can hear from Miss Natalie, and you're going to love her accent because she's calling in from Australia.
Hello, can you hear me?
Perfectly.
All the way from Australia. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, so I got started a few weeks ago now. Like Mariel said, I have ranked up 3 times, so to executive, but honestly, it's just been the most amazing few weeks. And I've just literally just followed the simple systems that we have here. So if people are interested in business, I just pop them into Zooms like this, which happen all the time. And in terms of the product, what I've found is that these are products that people want to hear about because there's nothing like this out there. And there are also products that people need. So that's been really good as well. But for me, and I've been in this industry before, what's really stood out is the support. The support, you are going to get all the support you need, and it's from corporate, it's from your leaders. So that has just been the most incredible thing for me. So thank you. That was very short and sweet.
Oh, I love it. I found that too, to be honest. I love the fact that we're a young enough company where so many people have never heard of us, and yet we're not young enough as well, where there's so much support, so much love, a beautiful culture being built. And so somebody that, came along that has maybe tried one of these companies before and never had success, they're seeing success here. And I love that, I love hearing people say, I've tried a few of those, it's never worked out. And I usually I just ask the right questions and just see if they really did have the support, if they had the systems. We have systems that work. We have simple onboarding, training. We offer those things company-wide to plug and play and use the tools, to see success and to be a part of the company's success as well. I just know that for the first 2.5 years of being here in Q, we would have 100 to 200 people that were getting started on a monthly basis. We would onboard, launch, their businesses. Now we have between 5,000 and 6,000 people per month getting started. We have to have streamlined systems that work. Now is the time to catch that growth before we become $1 billion company. And this is what is working, is our system, thankfully. So what's next? What does this mean for you? What does this look like? You can get connected, get back with a person that shared this with you. Let's get your questions answered. We would love to welcome you into our Q Sciences family as a customer, of course, where you can save money as a wholesale shopper. More importantly, the business side of things we know is going to be something you're going to hear about for the rest of your life. We are the next $1 billion brand in the making. We are very serious about doing so and becoming that. And we know that nobody in the world has any products like ours. People have been asking about the terpenes. We're very excited about that launch. You're listening to this because we know it's coming soon. We don't know exactly when. We just know we're gearing up. And so we don't have all of the answers necessarily yet, but we do know that we're working on those things. The bottom line is we know that your friends and family are going to love the terpenes. They're going to love our collagen. They're going to love the rest of our product line. They're going to be open for the first time ever in history to having a home-based business. So many people for the first time in my, almost decade of doing this, in Shannon's almost decade of doing this, they're open for the first time of actually contemplating starting a home-based business. Coming off the heels of what we've all been going through globally, this is an opportune time for everyone to consider how to make extra income from your phone or your computer. So we would love to welcome you to the Q family, get you trained, get you the support you need, and of course, help you make your investment back very soon, yes, and become a little bit more financially healthy. But number one is we would like everyone's health to improve in a very safe and natural and effective way. And we know we can make that happen here, with Q. So we are the only company as well to have what we call an equity council. We are the only company to have an advisory council. What these two groups mean in short is that we have a lot of influence in terms of taking what you have, let's say that you have a concern about your health or a need, and you bring it to one of your council members and we present it to the company for you on your behalf. Believe it or not, every single person has a voice, a say. No other company has councils like this. Some of them think they have a board, they have high income earners that maybe give feedback. There is no company that is basically beta testing and mailing products all the time. Here's something I can't show you, for our council members to try, give feedback on flavor profiles, texture, feeling, if it actually did feel like something is working, right? This is imperative for our company growth and for us to stand out as a company, because we want to deliver what people need, what they need for their health, what they're wanting, not just products that would sell just because there's compensation attached to it. We want to be several grades above. We're cuts above in terms of technology and research. Absolutely. That's a given our team of doctors and the chief science officer, Dr. Stephen Kimberly, our product formulators, but more importantly, the people that are out leading the company. There's room for you too. If you've always wanted to be on a council like that, if you've wanted to partake in developing the company and being a part of the company's growth in more ways than just, sales or product, there's so many ways to give input here. And that's what I love, as there's really no company that is quite, doing this. So I can speak from firsthand experience on being an advisory council member for 3.5 years. And it's just been extremely exciting to be a part of. And again, we have so much room at those tables, and it's just thrilling. It's thrilling to know where Q Sciences is going. We're rounding out the year, I would say close to about 200 million. We've never had a year like that thus far. And then we'll be on our $1 billion run. So you will hear about Q Sciences, for a very long time. And it's probably similar to some of the companies you heard about in this industry, and yet nobody has totally done what Q Sciences has done in terms of growth and what we have to offer. So get back with a person that shared this with you. Let them know that you want to get your questions answered, and we're happy to support you in the next steps to see how we can get the right products into your family's home, or help you earn an income for sharing, letting people know this exists.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.